Fun fact, if this episode were recorded last week, this would have been recorded the same day as Fire Emblem Engage releasing. But I was sick, so it's not.
Also, Fire Emblem Engage released.
Yeah, that's the second Fire Emblem game that has released since this LP started, just FYI. So today, we are going to be doing a dungeon eventually. First, however, there's so much I need to catch up on. Also, there's going to be so many conversations.
I still can't believe you're a princess, Celica. What a surprise. Oh, is it even appropriate for me to be speaking to you like this? Ma'am? How is that? You don't mind? Oh, good. I'm glad. People of high birth have their own unique set of troubles, I'm sure. But there's still some part of me which envies them. Perhaps it's because I don't know the kinds of burdens they carry. If only I could stand as an equal and see the world as they do. Did I have someone specific in mind? No, I'm just thinking aloud.
I wasn't talking about Marth. Go away. Alright, so, I actually had to re-record this, sorry, I said this initial bit. I had to redo the Nui Baba map because I fucked up and I gave the wrong things over to the traders. Whoops. But now I have all the necessary items. I did have to duck into the Inner Sanctum very briefly, which did actually get me a new pretty decent lance that we'll be seeing on Conrad. Mostly, however, I'm making steel spears. Also, this initial bit is the incorrect bit. You do not have to make the Iron Lances 5 stars, you just need to make them 1 star. That was made... I fixed that later. Just do not waste the money.
Good thing you had the DLC, huh?
Good thing I had the DLC, and also redid Nui Baba's chapter, which also, I believe both Clive and Forsyth can promote now, whereas that was only Matilda last time.
Never thought I'd wind up all the way in the damn belly of the Empire. Not like it's a huge problem or nothing. I'm just saying, oh hell. Might as well spill it. I'm Regalian. No deal to me one way or the other. Just didn't think I'd ever be back is all. Don't have too many good memories of the place. But nostalgia's a funny thing.
I didn't know Valbar before he hired me. We just happened to meet up. Turned out to be a fine little adventure all in all. Truth be told, I don't know what I'm gonna do once it's over. Still, I feel like it's scratched my wanderlust itch for the time being. Maybe I'll settle down for a while. See what kind of life I can build.
You do that calmly. Anyway, though, yeah, so... I did get all the steel lances. Again, I gave Alessio 1 steel lance before, when we first met him here, and now I have the rest. So basically, I either gave him some as alm, or I got some iron lances and made them into steel lances. Again, had to duck into Inner Sanctum, but, like, that was actually a really quick visit. Like, I just went to the first room and got an Iron Lance and also the weapon you will eventually see on Conrad. This was still my initial recording, though, before I redid things. The main reason I reset, though, is, if you'll remember, I do have a quest on this side that's required for you to have medicinal syrup for. Alm has both of them. If I remember correctly, I did make note of this in text in the episode where I said, hey, yeah, I don't have anything else to give, but I should say it now. You can potentially get the medicinal syrup on Celica's route without trading, if you don't give the cheese lover a certain type of cheese, and completing that quest gave us enough ground to shake Valentia. So dramatic.
Gave a man 5 spears and an earthquake started.
Maybe that's just the fact that Alessio's evil and is probably going to sell that to somebody who's going to try to kill us. I don't know.
I mentioned that I'd traveled to Rigel previously, yes? That was when I first met Myson. What? Didn't you know? Oh yes, Mycen originally hails from Rigel. We were both so young back then. Those are fond memories.
Growing up, I had two older sisters. The eldest was stern, but deeply kind. The middle one was smart and mature, and also marched to her own beat. The three of us were inseparable back at the Priory. We waited for our father to come get us, yet knew the day would never come. But that was a lifetime ago, and they're both gone now.
Well, that's a pity. Anyway, let's go find that fisherman.
Yeah, way to kill our comedy improv there, Sonia.
Look at me, I'm Sonia, I have a tragic backstory. Alright, so, skilled angler. Needs strong, clear material. Well, guess what? I've got that. I didn't even need to skip over your part of the quest, though. Technically speaking, a skilled angler actually counts as his own side quest, so even if you do manage to get the Dagon meat for the chef and give it to him, if you care about completion, you still need to go to the skilled angler to give him this. And with this, I also didn't give Lord Foog back his shield, so sorry for making you wait so long. You seem like you've been a bit down in the meantime. I don't know what would tell me that. Alright, we got a golden apple.
Now I shall return to Lady Takata.
Helping Lord Foog didn't shake Valentia like helping Alessio did. So anyway, when the angler says you need to wait a few days, he does mean that. Not like actual real-world time. Just, move around the map a bit. This, however, is where I had to change stuff around. So, the Sonian, I should mention, is the weapon I got from the Inner Sanctum. It has a range of 2 to 3, meaning Conrad cannot counterattack if anything comes close to him. However, he's got range.
I like the idea of the spear just being too long.
Aha! I've gotten too close to you.
Back up so I can stab you, dammit.
Hold on, I can only throw this. No, stop following me. Alright, so yeah. Celica's party, of course, hasn't changed too much, though I've changed the inventory around a little bit. Alm's party is going to be a fair bit different, though. Again, I had to redo a map, and technically speaking, I got better level ups for it, or they were more even at least. The run, however, was far messier, so I'm glad that's not the one I got on take, because I had to rewind a few times. It's like I was impatient or something. Don't know why that would have been the case. Alright, so I don't know if I ever said this out loud, but Python's bow also does not have a close range retaliation, which you might have noticed at some point or another. You can't attack close range with it. But yeah, stats are a bit different, a few more people have promotion, I changed the shields around. Some things never change, like of course Yuzu has the warrior's sword. She's never not going to have the warrior's sword.
How else can we tell she's a warrior?
Impossible. Still haven't changed Gray out of the lightning sword yet. Ah well. Not like I'm gonna be using them this episode, because this is technically a Celica episode. It's a little hard to tell, because we haven't made progress with her, and also I'm about to pass the time by going around and doing stuff as Alm. I mean, first off, I've got to go down the mountain, but second off, gotta do these promotions. That, and also Forest Village. I'm not going to do the cute thing side quest. I'm not going to give the little girl cute things. Technically, that one never really ends as long as you give her the items in the pool that she'll accept. So it won't appear as a marker on the map. And also, again, you cannot sate her desire for cute things ever. So you can potentially get unlimited rewards, but the rewards aren't really good. There's also the Bone Walker Oil one, which does actually get you pretty good rewards sometimes. I'm going to need the Dragon Scale you can get from one of them at some points.
Welcome.
But yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that one immediately because I don't feel like grinding Bone Walkers. So anyway,
Many thanks.
we had a Shadow Sword. It's not a Shadow Sword anymore. Gray, you can finally have your own attack power again. There we go.
But you'll no longer be able to use Fondant, which I always misread as Fondant. And I always just think, what does lightning have to do with icing?
Oh, home. Do you need something? No? Then why did you speak to me? Because you felt like it? Ah, I see. Friendship demands a certain amount of perfunctory conversation. Forgive me, I have little experience with friendship, and no friends. There were others my age in the village, but we were never close. I suppose I never felt the need to get to know them. However, I had a most excellent relationship with one of the cats. Yes, I know that doesn't count. You needn't remind me. But if you insist, you can be my first human friend, Alm. Congratulations.
Things are what you might call delicate in our village. We're not supposed to talk about the whole magical bloodline thing. That's bullplot though, right? I think it is. We've got all this incredible magic at our disposal, and we have to hide it? I want to show off! I want people to bask in my awesomeness! Plus, who wants to do real work? Anyway, I'm glad I fight for you now, and do what I'm good at. Feel free to lay on the compliments when you see me kicking tail, yeah?
Alright, so we saved that lady's husband, and we're not giving over cute things, but I did make a Shadow Sword actually useful, so that seems like everything done in that village. Alright, let's go straight down. Oh no, there's actually conversations.
Oi, Lucas!
What is it, Python?
I'm still waiting for a good sordid story involving knights. So what about you?
Me? My past is hardly sordid enough to sate your appetite for gossip.
Are you sure? You know, all the ladies in town keep asking me who the knight in red is. Which, by the way, means they're not paying attention to me, so thanks. But you can make it up to me with an earful of tasty, noble scuttlebutt.
I don't see how that makes any sense whatsoever, but very well. Well, back home, there was a woman I courted for many a year.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Was she a looker? Was it serious? Were her eyes like shimmering?
Stop pestering me like an old maid. Looks like the enemy is nearly upon us. Let's get back to it.
Hey, wait! Come back! I want to hear about your special lady friend!
I want to hear about the special lady friend too.
Allow me.
Lucas, tell me about the time you fucked!
Is something wrong, Lucas? Why the troubled expression? Clive, I was thinking over what you said about my being a cold observer.
What? That?
Yes, that. It's true. I am cold. Few passions ever manage to flare up in me. Granted, I'm not nearly as dispassionate as Python. But just once, I should like to be red with rage, green with envy, something. I wonder if it is normal to feel so detached.
Of course it is. And I believe such perfect composure to be a virtue beyond compare.
Well, I am who I am. I imagine I should stop hoping for more.
Fine, twist my arm. Forsyth, you all right there, pal? You haven't yelled at me yet. In fact, you never snap at me anymore. Don't tell me you've given up.
No, I wouldn't call it giving up. But the excuses you come up with for not trying are beyond comprehension.
That's because you're not trying to comprehend them. Look, I'm not like other folks. I don't like chasing wildly after some dream. Dreams don't fill the belly, and they sure don't pay for life's other comforts. So you know what? I'm happier without them.
Truly? Well, that sounds utterly depressing. But if you're happy, I'll let it be. But we are fighting a battle here, so perhaps a modicum of help is in order?
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll give you my all.
Oh, somehow I doubt that. When I first enlisted, the Deliverance was short-handed. And yet, the men running it were still all knights of noble birth. Only one of them paid any heed at all to my or Python's exploits. That's right. It was Sir Clive. He made me a lieutenant even when the others cried no. Then he made sure Python was taken care of as well. I'm not sure Python fully appreciates it, but that's a separate issue. With so many people opposing me, I knew I'd never truly be their equal. But the chance Sir Clive gave me meant something, and I shall never forget it. I swore to follow that man to the ends of Valentia if he asked.
And we are doing that right now. Why do we come back here anyway? Because this is the only place where we can make you a slightly better knight. You know how you're a knight now? Well, guess what? Now you're going to be a baron. Prepare to own land, Forsyth.
We have to ask the gods to give you a cape.
A cape and bigger armor. Bigger armor.
If this is my new calling, so be it.
Apparently is lacking a bit of defense. Ah well, not anymore. So anyway, I deliberated who to change to a gold knight first. Do we start strong with Matilda? Or do we end on Matilda? Just, you know, save the best for last. But Matilda gets to be the first gold knight. Technically speaking, she was the first one to get the promotion available anyway.
I will not waste this new power.
And neither will my horse.
I got better armor now. I got the horse DLC. So yeah. Gold Knight is normally the final Cavalier promotion is just good. It's got amazing movements. Pretty good all-around stats too. Apparently Clive needed a lot of attack, but no defense. He was already at the threshold. Think that he's even with Matilda now, so they can take the same quality of hits. Alright, so, back to the tavern. Now that we've moved around a whole lot, it has been many days, so... Skilled Angler just brought a whole ass dragon into this bar. Here's one Dagon fillet, which, again, I've seen a Dagon. I know those boys be big. It's just a small part of it. Oop, oop. Now go back to Sonia. Let's hear about the tragic backstory again. Why is the meat glowing? This meat has an aura. Alright, and for our efforts we get exotic spice. Okay. Well, that was hardly worth it. Time to leave. And with that, we can go back northwards and promote, and then we'll be fine to move on. And we've already spoken to you. Oh, and of course, Mist Honey. Of course, I've got to get the medicinal syrup to the one lady as well. That is also important. Alright, I'm sorry I kept trying to give you the herbs in a normal state and not a medicinal state. I feel like, considering how long you've waited, you probably could have just taken the herbs and found somebody to make a syrup from them, but whatever. It's fine. Also, these herbs are burning a hole in my pocket, and I never used them, but whatever, it's fine. Have the syrup. Now, if you're trying to figure out what mission you should do first, like, in terms of what you should trade over, I think you should actually, if you care, focus on the Steel Spear mission, just because that one does actually have a time limit. If it's not done by one of the maps near the end of the chapter, then it just vanishes and you can't do it anymore. I don't think even after you beat the game, the Distraught Lady will disappear, so technically speaking, you can actually do that one later. There is a way to get items to either route after you finish the game, without the strict need of the traders. But also, you probably don't want to wait until that happens, because, let's be honest, the side quests in this game are hardly worth it anyway. Having to wait till post-game to actually tackle them seems dull.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, the only reason I am doing them is because it is an LP, and even then, like I said, I'm not gonna give the cute girl, the girl all the cute things. I will do as much of the Bone Walker oil quest as I can stand before I get the dragon scales. But I probably won't complete that one either. Steel Spear, I wanted to see something with that one, but it's honestly not super worth it. Anyway, this was a respawning enemy on the map. We need to go back to Dolph Keep because, while we are continuing on with Celica, it doesn't look like there's anywhere else to go on her map. Her path ends on Dolph Keep, so we should investigate that fort to see if there's anything there. Because it's not like she has anything better to do.
Sonya had to show off this map.
Look, majoring is very good, and also she's a priestess now. Alright, so, over to the interior we go. So let's see, anybody new? Yes.
Greetings, aunties. You're looking lovely today as usual. No need to be bashful. I merely speak the truth. Growing up at the villa, you always were my favorite sibling. Small wonder. What with my mother being Regalian, the other siblings and their mothers always kept me at arm's length. But you and Liprica were always kind to me, and I appreciated it. You don't look thrilled. I'm sorry. Is it hard hearing stories of the past? I understand why you'd feel that way, but I've been in hiding ever since. For me, memories of you from the villa are some of my only happy ones.
Hey, Celica? You're not hiding something from us, are you? Sorry if it's weird, but I don't know, I kinda got that feeling. And you've always been the type to deal with all your problems on your own. Anyway, I just wanted you to know you can talk to me about anything, okay?
We won't. Anyway, there's really not much here at all. Dolph was a very boring man. He just kept a whole lot of zombie dragons and that's it. We can look at the stairs. Ah, dang, underground stairs. I hope you're all hyped for stairs that go down. I'm in awe.
See, the interesting thing is these stairs don't go up. They only go down.
Alright, so Dolph Keep is not the main dungeon today. It's basically the one that leads to the next dungeon, which we'll actually be doing. But you can get a whole lot of stuff, like ale. And, oh, is that some soup? Hell yeah, cold soup! Dolph won't be needing this anymore.
Stole your gazpacho, Dolph. Fuck you.
And we got your flower. It was just a matter of time before we stole it. Alright, and now we have the Room of Temptation, by which I mean so much grass that I could cut, but I shall not. I'll cut a little bit of it, but not all of it, even though I want to. There's so much grass. We could get like 5 silver from this. Alright, and that's Dolph Keep.
This marks the entrance to the lost Treescape. The sage's hamlet, where Halcyon lives, lies within.
I've heard it said a curious power is at work in these woods, and that the trees themselves conspire to hide the path to the hamlet. I'm grateful we have you to lead the way. So then, brother, which way do we head first?
Yeah. See, this was actually my first time leaving the woods alone. And I'm not exactly sure how to, get back. But hey, adventure. We'll just find the path together.
Yes, adventure. Shall we get started then?
Alright, so, Lost Treescape. Honestly, this dungeon really isn't that hard, and it's not that much of a maze. You just have to follow certain figures. Some will lead to treasure, others just lead to the right path.
This wood is thick and dark, and plays havoc with one's sense of direction. The tall stone pillars stand as sentinels, keeping watch over our intrusion.
There are fake exits here, but they lead to a Mila shrine. So, it's really not that bad to get lost, because then you'll just come right back. If you know the gimmicks of this area, you're good. Anyway, so, while we do this dungeon, I'll mention voice actors that came up last episode. First off, I don't usually mention most of the villains because, they're usually bit parts, but Nui Baba's significant enough, and also, she's voiced by Cindy Robinson, which means, yes, the big booba lady of this game does share a voice actress with Amy Rose.
She's still Amy Rose, right?
Yep, that's the current voice.
Huh.
So, let's see, Cindy Robinson is one of those where she's got a lot of roles, and I recognize a fraction of them. Amongst which, she's Paprika from Paprika, Makoto Nanaya from Blaze Blue, which I don't know anything about Blaze Blue, but she's the squirrel lady, which is the one design I know from that series. She was the Amazon from Dragon's Crown. Not Crowd. And she was also Honnet from Octopath Traveler. As for other Fire Emblem roles, she is Libra and Aversa from Fire Emblem Awakening. And I believe also they're Heroes incarnations as well. And speaking of Fire Emblem Heroes, she also plays Minerva, Hinoka, and Perry as well. She's actually pretty consistently the voice of Minerva, because she was also Minerva in Fire Emblem Warriors, I think. And also, she just seems to be the regular Hinoka replacement.
Can I say one more role from Cindy Robinson?
Oh, sure.
She voiced Zero the Third in Virtue's Last Reward, the fucking rabbit thing. That was probably the best part of that game. Definitely some of the best voice acting. Siggy Fido is just burned into my fucking brain. Thanks, Mrs. Robinson. Fuck you.
Alright, so I believe I'll be going through one of the false exits now, right? Yeah, so... Alright, how this works. There are areas that look like exits, but are not. So, if you go to them, you wind up at a Mila Shrine. And we've already spoken to Atlas, I believe, so we don't need to again. Now, we've got 4 exits. Basically, if you want to return to where you went to, go to the opposite entrance. So basically, if I entered the Treescape from the north, I will appear from the southern entrance. If I went south, I would have come back up at the northern entrance of this area, and of course east and west are switched as well, so as long as you know that gimmick, you should be fine. You shouldn't get too lost. Alright, so the other voice actress is Tatiana's voice actress. That is Cristina Valenzuela. She is the voice of Sailor Mars, Homaru Akemi from Madoka, 4 from Drakengard 3. She is also the voice of both Shantae and Risky Boots from the Shantae series, which is an interesting couple of characters to have speak to themselves. Ophelia Clement from Octopath Traveler. I don't know my Hunter x Hunter animes super well. I don't think she's always Killia's voice, but she was at one point. She's also the voice of 5-Volt from WarioWare Get It Together, so the mom in, sometimes less scary form. Less frequently scary than she was when she initially appeared. Terrifying any child who played that game. She was also Hestu from Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, the Kokiri you could play as. And as for other Fire Emblem roles, she is Athena, Lachesis, and Fjorm. Fjorm, of course, being the hero's OC. One of the first after the initial batch. She was the main character of the Ice versus Fire set of chapters. And while I was playing Heroes, probably one of my more frequently used units. Just because Fjorm is extremely aesthetic for me, as the kids would say these days.
Let us proceed. Oh, hello, Conrad.
Hunties, is that you, sister?
Well, yes, of course, but...
Huh? What's so funny?
Sorry, it's just... I know in my head it's you, but you just look so intense with that mask on. It's like I have 2 different brothers.
Oh, what? Come on. I'm the only brother you need.
Yes, you're right. One is more than enough.
Anyway, here's the Sonia network. Alright, so, also, other Fire Emblem characters she plays, very recently, Marin from Fire Emblem Engage, a character I have literally seen, but have not played the chapter of, so I don't know what her deal is for the most part. I've seen her intro. That's it. All I know is that she's that one fudge lady who is the, what is that, the Wolf Rider class or whatever that is? Beast Rider? Looks rad, can't wait to throw knives at people while riding on some kind of animal.
I don't know why you're asking me.
It's just a general question to the audience. Anyway, enough of that. Take the silver bow. This is incredibly important. You want the silver bow. If you have to find only one item in the Lost Treescape, take this bow. You want to forge it. Trust me. Alright, so we should be coming up on the exit soon enough. Keep following the people statues. And eventually, it's actually pretty easy to figure out what the real exit is. Because if we take a right over here, we've got a whole lot of people statues, and also a fountain. Let's see, what's this fountain give us? Give me something good. Water defense, hell yeah.
Several human effigies, one of which is constantly throwing up.
Alright, I guess S, do you take one of these? you don't have good defense. And Celica, you're the main character, so, you know, you're always thrusting yourself into danger, so you definitely want defense. And, who else doesn't have a lot of defense?
One more for rest.
Yeah, it seems like a good idea. Yep, nobody else could have used that. I don't typically give that to the mages just because they shouldn't be getting punched.
This place is called the Sage's Hamlet. The great sage Halcyon's magic shields us from evil. If you wish to speak with him, you'll find him at his home.
Guess our little trip ends once we get to the tower. It wound up being a lot more than just a stroll to the Temple of Milla. Anyway, thanks for everything. I'm glad I got the chance to travel with you. I never thought about what I'd do after Barth, but you gave me purpose. That's a princess for you, I guess. You and your friends are a great group. It's been fun. Thanks for letting me see it through to the end.
Alright, so let's take a look around here. Ah, look at this stone wall. Damn, that's some moss. Yeah, probably not, Celica. Alright, time to get criticizing. This place's defenses? Horrible.
Gate sucks. Firewood sucks. Moss is good, though. Love the moss.
Love a good moss. It's me, Princess Antise. Love a good moss.
Halcyon was once a priest of the Duma faithful. There, he struggled against Jeddah, who sought to rule by force and terror. But in the end, he was driven out. This place has been his hermitage ever since.
This whole area has been tainted. The legacy of Dalton Garcia's wicked experiments. I had always thought Emperor Rudolph a wise man, but only a fool would suffer the abuses of the Duma faithful to grow so bold. If I'm honest, I'm cheering for Zophia's deliverance in all this.
Ah, they made this whole neighborhood out of wood. Out of wood. Dang, good rooftops. Love to see some more moss. Alright, so where do we want to go first? We want to go to the meeting hall? We want to go to the meeting hall. Hello, man. How's it going?
Do you all really mean to fight Jeddah? I urge you to reconsider. He's a terrifying man. If you must fight him, there's only one way. 4, 8, 12. It hurts. Jeddah's curse.
Oh my god, he's dead!
Well, you killed him by talking to him. You already knew that. You didn't need to talk to him.
Halcyon, your protection fucking sucks! Jeddah just murked the man. He just heard him talking shit and was like, nope, I'm gonna kill that rando.
Conrad's mother was of Regalian noble birth. She was forced to wed the king of Zofia in order to procure food for Regal. Can you imagine such a fate? My blood boils to even think of it.
Alright, here's the Grimoire ring. Could that have helped that man not die? Probably not.
Well, he won't be needing these. Killed a man, stole his cookies, stole his wine.
He was gonna have a nice evening, but instead, he died to tell us numbers. Poor bastard.
A nice evening of a single cookie and a whole bottle of wine.
That seems like a good evening to me. Alright, let's forge the silver bow once, only once, you don't need to do it more than once, and that allows you to form the killer bow. This is what's going to make our good old buddy, our good old pal Atlas, far, far better. So the killer bow will eventually get us an incredibly good skill. It's got better stats, of course, you know, first and foremost, that's good enough. But the ability this thing has is just real good. Also gonna give Leon the other bow, so hopefully he can learn his new move quickly. This just makes magic stronger. Actually, I think it has another effect. Hey, feature me. Give me the exact ring effects, because I forgot them again. I keep forgetting what that actually does. Alright, anyway, hey Halcyon. Oh, hey, look, a memory prism.
Stealing that.
And, ooh, stack of books. Wow, what a nerd. Just blocked out all the lights. And, oh, ambrosia, cool. Food of the gods over here. You're eating well tonight, but I don't know, I feel like the cookie and wine is still the better deal.
Don't get too excited, it's just ambrosia salad.
I'm very worried that candle's just gonna burn this whole place down. You have so many books.
Sage Halcyon, sir? I'm...
Ah, Celica, child of fate. I'm glad you've come.
Child of fate. You're not the first to call me that. But I have no idea where my fate lies. Please, Halcyon, grant me guidance. Tell me what fate holds for me. I'm so lost. I don't know what to do.
I know you have suffered much along the path here, Celica. But I fear I ken no more of anyone's fate than you do. What I do ken, however, is this. 2 things exist to guide you. One is the brand you bear. The other is your soul's pair with the self-same mark.
The self-same... Do you mean Ohm?
Indeed. Why were you born with the brand? And why are there 2 of you? These are the questions you must consider. And always remember that you are not alone.
Right. Thank you, Sage Halcyon.
Of course, child. But while I cannot read the future, my magic may yet assist you. If there is anything you wish for, tell me.
I wish nothing for myself, but I am worried for Ohm. Please, if such a thing is possible, use your powers to help him.
The other child of fate? Yours is a generous heart. Very well.
What just happened?
I sent my powers onto Alm. With them, he will be able to draw on new strength beyond himself. He need only will for it.
Oh, thank you, Halcyon.
Tell me, Celica, do you wish to see Alm?
What? Well, of course I do, but I doubt Alm is eager to see me. I said terrible things to him when we last parted.
The fire of youth at work. All the more reason to meet and speak again, no? I can send you to him if you desire it. Not your physical form, but a projection of your mind. Enough to speak, at least.
Is that really possible?
It is. Close your eyes, child.
Hmm? I heard my name.
It's me. It's Celica.
Celica? How are you here? Actually, where are you? Come out already!
I can't believe I actually have this chance.
Celica! Is this...
just an illusion? Is it really you?
Yes, it's me. Sage Halcyon's magic is allowing me to speak with you. Oh, I've missed you so much.
I'm happy to see you too.
Listen,
Whoa, what's wrong? Celica? Did something happen? Are things not going as well as you'd hoped? Ugh, I wish you were here in person. I don't know what to... Please don't cry.
You're not angry? I said such terrible things to you back at the castle.
Huh? Wait, that's been bothering you? I mean, sure, I was sad you didn't seem to see my side of things. But I'd never get mad at you.
Why not?
Why not? You sure do like putting me on the spot. Didn't we have a similar conversation years ago?
I suppose we did. You were always so nice to me while I'm always thinking only of myself. I'm sorry,
Celica, what's wrong?
I finally remembered why I left the island in the first place. I'm going to see Duma.
What? No! Celica, the Duma faithful are... It's too dangerous. There's no telling what they'll do to you.
Even so, I have to go. Milla wasn't in her temple home.
Huh? What does that mean?
Emperor Rudolph attacked. She's being held captive in Duma Tower. That must be the reason why Sophia's land has gone barren.
No. The Emperor?
And that's why I must go. I have to free Milla. I'm the only one who can.
Wait, Celica. I finally figured it out, but... You're the Princess of Zofia, aren't you? Princess Antise.
I am. I guess my secret's out.
Now I'm cringing at what I said to you before. Talk about thoughtless. Forgive me, Celica. But don't worry. I promise I'll get your kingdom back. So please, promise me in turn that you won't...
It's kind of you, But I have to. Just winning this war isn't enough.
What? I don't understand.
It'll be clear to you soon. I'll do everything I can here. Please, just be safe.
Celica? Wait! Celica! Celica!
Duma Tower is just ahead. Be well prepared before you go.
Oh, by the way, you can be a hero now. What? You can class change like me. What? Alright, well, I guess since we can, I probably should. Alright, so let's see. We're gonna change class. Alright, here we go. Stats are good enough that he just gets 1 point in skill. That's his threshold.
He's slightly more skilled.
I feel like I definitely prefer most other promotions in the Fire Emblem series where they just give you stats, no matter what your threshold, what your actual stats are at, unless they would hit a cap. Because, boy, that's so much more exciting than just, here's 1 point in skill. Good news is, though, there is one advantage, and that's Ulm now has a bow, so he does not need the lightning sword to attack or defend at a distance, or at least 1 point of a distance anyway.
Unfortunately, since this power was granted to him by Halcyon, all of his attacks are now voice activated.
You ain't getting away from me, girlie. I'll truss you up all pretty and tight and add you to Grease collection.
Milla, hear my prayer.
Aid your humble servant in her hour of need. Huh?
Hooey! That was a close one. You good there, beautiful?
E.
E?
Yeah!
What? Hey, hold on, wait! I'm not one of those jerks. I came to help you.
Did you now? My apologies then. I thought you were another of those unwashed rogues.
Wow, that's harsh. But enough about my feelings. I'm just glad you're okay.
I am. Though, alas, I fear I've made a poor job of showing my gratitude. My name is Silk, and you are?
Jesse, just another mercenary of the unwashed rogue variety. I saw some undesirables follow you out of Zofia Harbor. So I followed them, and here we are. Guess I was right to check it out.
I didn't notice I was being followed, let alone by two different parties. I had thought myself a more canny traveler than that. The fault was mine for letting my guard down so poorly.
That happens to the best of us. So where is it you're headed to?
Yes, of course. I'm headed for Ram Village. I have something I must deliver there.
You mean that village way down south? Yeah, I think you took a wrong turn.
Oh? I didn't realize. I'm ashamed to admit I got a bit turned around as I was fleeing those bandits.
Well, let me see you back as far as Zofia Harbor. Least I could do.
Oh? Your help would be most welcome. If you truly don't mind, that is. Though, may I ask why you offer such kindness to a stranger?
I need a reason? Well, I don't think it's anything too complicated. I mean, every guy wants to play the hero in front of a pretty lady, no?
Sir!
So don't sweat being an imposition. My motives are purely selfish. You get safe passage, and I get to show off what a charming guy I am.
You're candid, if not else. But very well. I accept your offer.
That's what I was hoping to hear.
I would hate to disappoint. May Milla's blessing shine extra bright upon Jesse's path. He sorely needs it.
What'd you say?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all.
Conrad? Conrad! Where in the world did he go?
Wait, is that... Aunties? Aunties, is that you?
Conrad? I can hear you, but I don't... Where are you?
Good morning?
Morning? It's past noon. What were you doing under the bed?
I was hiding so the ghost wouldn't take me away.
What ghost?
Mother told me all about it. She said that if I'm bad, a ghost will come for me in the night. It'll come down from Fear Mountain in Rigel and take me away.
Oh, you're so lucky. Your mother's Regalian, so she has all sorts of fun stories.
Fun? So you're not scared of the ghost?
No, why would I be? I haven't done anything bad. Have you done something bad?
Well, I kinda accidentally broke the vase in the Great Hall. Then I cleaned up all the pieces and buried them in the garden.
That was you? The servants were looking everywhere for that vase. We have to go tell them.
But I'll get in trouble.
They'll be fine, Conrad. I'll go with you. We'll apologize and they'll forgive us. I promise. Besides, if you don't, that ghost is sure to come and get you tonight!
No! If it took me away, I wouldn't be able to play with you anymore.
Right? And I don't want you to go away either. So then, shall we go?
All right.
Let's hurry and put this all behind us.
Wait. I'm kinda scared. Can I hold your hand?
Conrad, you... Oh, all right.